And with that done, we move on now to the second half of today's stream, where I play a different liminal horror game. This one, much more in your face, I would have to assume. I know nothing about it, except that it's spacious and more or less monster-free. We're playing a game called Dreamcore. I'm not ending the stream yet. I usually play for 3 hours. Is it supposed to sound so buzzy? Looks very staticky. Let's see here. Disabling VHS mode will remove the visual effects designed to provide an immersive, realistic experience. Doesn't do anything to the audio, though. Alright, I guess we're keeping that on. Turn on VSync. Here's was a JRPG. Huh. I'm not familiar with a JRPG named Dreamcore. Alright, I'm just going to assume the buzzing in the background music here is how it's supposed to sound. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So we got, looks like 4 different worlds based on familiar liminal space images. Let's start with Liminal Hotel, because that's the newest one, and I've always liked the look of this place. Be aware of your surroundings. Patience and observation are key. Apparently there's puzzles in this, too. Shift to run, control to crouch. Cool. Is a way to interact with the doors here, okay. Turn up the audio. It's not going to be doing that weird glitchy noise the whole time. May as well. I mean, if this was a AAA game, we'd need 2 RTX 5090s. God help us all. There's a flashlight, right? No, I saw a mention of a flashlight. Uh-huh. I mean, I don't know. Everybody talks about this view, this environment being unsettling to them. I think the worst it could possibly get is if there was something in one of the other windows. Other than that, Had to keep going AFK. We didn't find anything particularly interesting in Minecraft, unfortunately, and I did want to play 2 games in this session, so we've moved on to the other game. This is a liminal horror, quote-unquote, game called Dreamcore. And I say quote-unquote because I don't think there's any monsters in it. Although that does make me wonder why I need a run button. Did I just go in a circle? I accidentally went in a complete circle. Alright. Instead of confusing myself by cutting through rooms and doubling back, I'm just gonna follow the hallway this time, I think. Alright, Dreamseeker, thank you for tuning in. Fun conversation. Have a good one. Stuff a liminal game into the underbelly of a completely unrelated game. Mess up or whatever in a really niche way and you end up in some weird spaces. Speaking of weird spaces... Alright, now we're getting credits for the level. Elevator is unpowered. The thing that immediately comes to mind as far as... Well, that's good carpeting. It's a nice geometric pattern on the carpet here. Sonic 3 is where I'm trying to go with that train of thought, Maxi. Sonic 3 and Knuckles have areas that I've heard referred to as the loop-back areas, where, like, a section of the level just infinitely loops on itself. If you manage to go too far to the right, you end up scrolling all the way back to the left, but it's seriously bugged. Hydro City sewers, for instance. Where you end up very, very far underneath the rising, like, not rising water. That's not how Hydro City works. But the first section of Hydro City, you end up underneath it with no way to get back up before you drown. And it's just this endless chain of pillars and spots you can just barely reach as tails to get to the next ledge up. Oh, this is pink. There's a pink wall in this one. This is nice. I'll take this room. Horror is boatloads more effective when it unexpectedly comes up in an otherwise non-horror game than as the focus of a game. I feel that. Being caught off guard is a big chunk of what makes horror work. Wait, the game never pushes you toward the old chateau? I felt like I had to go. Well, I shouldn't say I. My Dove chocolate wrapper for the day says, "You're eating this while hiding from your kids, aren't you?" Rotom definitely ain't post-game exclusive. My sibling spent a long while trying to catch that one. Early game. It was a struggle. But it was good news when we did catch one. Is no one going to furnish this place? This is not finished. The decor here is not done. There should be, like, more paintings. There should be a bellhop. That counts as furnishing, right? Also, I've once again entered too many rooms in rapid succession and gotten myself completely turned around, so... I should add a disclaimer here, I feel, that liminal stuff usually doesn't give me any horror vibes, personally. Oh, wait, we've made progress. There was a saving icon. E to call an elevator. This stuff in and of itself doesn't usually unnerve me the way that it seems to unnerve a lot of other folks. If you tossed me into the OG backrooms, I would probably just chill. So this place isn't really, so far, eliciting horror vibes from me. The most unsettling it's gotten so far is that there's nobody else around and this is clearly a space designed for people, which tends to be the point of liminal horror, yes, but it's not really spooking me the way that it's supposed to. Throw me in the back. Sav? Ayo? I mean, look, which monsters are you after? Now, for a second, I thought this shelf was, like, some kind of TV stand that was upside down on the ceiling. That would be very Kane Pixels. It's probably a sign of a normal and well-adjusted adult mind that I know the names of multiple Backrooms spin-off creators, right? Like, that's a thing adults are into. That's not for babies. You're just thinking some immaculate conception shit. Okay, alright. This is... You know what? This is pretty deluxe for a hotel room. Right? Anyone else getting the impression that, like, this is kind of a swanky hotel to have this many beds in one room? I mean, we got one there, we got one there. Granted, that one doesn't look particularly comfortable. I tend to roll off the sides of my bed instead of getting up from the foot of it, so I'm going to bash my head against the walls if I try to get up out of that one. But 2 beds, and there's a third one over here. You could probably use that as a guest bed. So, ostensibly, we've got 5, maybe even 6 if you got a short enough pair of guests. Actually, it would be 7, wouldn't it? Because there's another one over here. Got a lot of beds in here. No television and no bathroom, though, so that's a bit of a sticking point. Still pretty deluxe accommodations. Like, this is roomy. Oh, this is downright voluminous. Window? Window. point of that light? What's that meant to do? I gotta assume they're not using this... What is it? Interior plexus of the liminal hotel as a projector. Going for another chocolate. The interior of the wrapper on that one wasn't nearly as funny as the first, so I'm just not going to read it. Alright, we've made more progress from all implications. That's the saddest chair in the world. Look at the size of that room. That's what, 3 stories tall for just the one room? There's a balcony. Oh, you can get to the balcony. Which means I should be able to get to the sad chair. Somehow, right? There was a door down there. I should be allowed that. What's in here? I don't know what I was expecting, but the answer is another hotel room. Can I be honest? We're 17 and a half minutes into this. I feel like it's been 2 hours. One's not particularly exciting so far. I guess at that point the question for me becomes, what was I expecting from a liminal horror exploration game? Oh. Bonk. Mwah. Welcome back. Down from floor 7 to floor 6, I presume? Stopping at floor 6? Stopping at floor 6. We got tile. We got the urn. I want to push this over. I want to see what happens if I knock this over. Second urn. Is it just... It's just the 2 urns. Is there... Is there nothing else going on around here? They've just got a hallway with 2 urns in. What's the point of the 2-urn hallway? I would totally make a 2-urn hallway in Animal Crossing. Who am I kidding? Storage was full. They needed somewhere to put their urns. Guy, do you entirely mind? Just vibing. Up to floor 8. Again, I believe. Oh, hey, my favorite carpet. We're back. I'm keeping an eye out for Kane's dastardly tricks. His deadly speed traps. Okay, so there is an exit to main menu option in case this continues to be this green wall. I want to know who designs liminal spaces like these. Like, with the scale of these places, I know the implication is supposed to be no human could have... We're back in the... Seriously, just back in the 2 tables chamber? Is it just a maze? Is that all this is? Is that the joke? I've purchased a game with 4 mazes in, soon to be a 5th. You know, the complex found footage at least had the good sense to dangle a monster in front of my face at the end. Even if it was barely visible. Oh, wait. We're just back up here again. Still no power on this elevator. So wait, if that's the same elevator, I'm just going back to the start again. I'm getting all turned around, huh? Normally my maze-solving instincts are a little bit better than this. This is the green again. This is also the green. I found 1 pink room. Why is there no second pink room? Can I be honest? I'm gonna be a little bit mad if I just suckered my entire audience into an hour and a half. This ain't Minecraft, you're right. I forgot to change the game that I'm playing. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, you have missed the Minecraft half of the stream. We are on to Dreamcore now. Changing the tags as we speak. That works. That suffices. I feel like the object of this should be to get down to floor 1, right? Like, every bit of progress I've made has been... Am I back at the no power one again? If this half of the stream is just an hour and a half of me getting lost in the emptiest hotel in space-time, I'm gonna feel like I've wasted everybody's time. Not least my own. Okay, these two aren't exactly mirrors of each other, but there is a door between them. Is there any reason for this door to be here? Doesn't feel like there is. And if I'm at least right about where we are, which it could be very, very easy for me to get it wrong, then there should be an elevator over this way. And there's no elevator over this way. Okay, alright, I'm completely lost then. Thought I was making progress. Somehow ended up backtracking because floor 6 was a dead end. Now find myself wondering if floor 6 was supposed to be a dead end or if I just generated the most stunted maze in existence. Can I get one room with a corpse in it or something? I don't know if this is random, Saf. I genuinely... I don't know the rules of this game, except that it's a liminal exploration game. I don't know if there's a monster. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I got this because I wanted a liminal space game. Someone call Sync Baby. God, please. I need Sync Baby to start talking to me about a horrific murder that happened across the street from me. Someone call Sync Dog. She's got places to be here. And she's got places to be and they don't involve this. I don't want to waste her time. Sync Baby's got nowhere to be except to sync. Yeah, hold it. Can we get Sync Baby on the phone? Hold on.
Drowned your sorrows in booze. She had to get a part-time job working a grocery store cash register. Only reason she could earn a wage at all is the manager liked how she looked in a skirt. You remember, right? Exactly 10 months back.
Do I think Sync Dog ever babysat Sync Baby? No. No, I don't think anybody babysat Sink Baby. I think that's why he talks like he's been smoking a fucking 12-pack. Like, not for long, just been smoking one at all. I think I've gone in a big-ass circle and made absolutely no progress and not figured out any fucking thing I'm supposed to be doing in this level. Start him early. Sav, no. God, no. Baby do not need smoko. Okay, we're past the 30-minute mark and nothing has fucking happened in this level. I'm gonna go to the first level and we're gonna see if anything more concrete happens starting from dream pools. Beware of the sounds around you. Patience and observation are key. Well, I've got bad news for you guys. If patience is gonna be baby smoko, baby lungs healthy, can resist harmful chemicals. Fell out the fucking slide. Let's go. Dream pools. I hope there are more slides for me to fall out of. Just like the cop that wrecked his own shit. Yeah, pretty much. Not made of metal, though. Made of plastic, so... would that be better or worse for me? Also, Maxie, hydrogen sink baby versus coughing backrooms? Something bad is happening. Note, flashlight needed here. Skill issue. I can't even go any further. I can't even go any further without the damn flashlight. Darkness is impenetrable. Yeah, that... I need either a flashlight to let me see the wall I was bumping up against, or I need to find a door handle and fall into the fucking dark world. At which point, this of course becomes a completely different game. They should call it the sink rooms. So there can be a baby. Something about my delivery of that bit, Saf, has reminded me of this clip from, what is it, Tomodachi Life? When kittens grow up. They turn into dogs. I don't know if anybody has seen that. Like, anybody in this room has seen that clip, or just me. Music? Over under on me being lured right now. And the music stopped. So I definitely just got, like, baited over here, right? I think I like the spiral better. Hold on. I'm checking out the spiral. Laugh track that plays at 2 decibels. Turning a liminal space setting into a sitcom would be a fascinating undertaking, and I think I need to see it play out. Oh my god, the music's back. And I'm gonna fall for it again. Flashlight. Because I don't have to collect batteries for it, we're Gucci. Does anybody say that anymore? Did anybody ever say that? Has anybody ever said anything? Has anybody ever? Oh, God. Well, there's no time to lose. Better find a weapon. Flashlight. This could be useful. Please shower before entering the swimming pool. I would if I could. You give me a shower chamber. I have had the most earworm Poe song in existence playing in the back of my mind for the last, like, day and a half. And it almost made me start playing Alan Wake instead of either of these, because, like, I don't know, the shower rooms, you try to take a bath and the scary grabber gets you. Which scary grabber? Is it the Smiler? Is it the Hound? Perhaps the Bacteria? The scary grabber. Okay, okay, I understand. Well, I want to, like, go into the pool, but they specifically told me not to do that until I've taken a shower, so I need to find a shower first, obviously. That's what the game is telling me. Some say that it loops forever this road, that I lose you on every time. Some say that it loops forever this road. Some say that it's forever this road. Some say that it's forever this road. There's more words than that, obviously. That bit, true to the sound of it, loops often throughout the song, so it's easy for it to get stuck in my head. Wait, what's over there? Hold up. There's a doorway. Don't run downstairs, especially not in a place so full of water. Slip and crack my head open. I don't need that. Y'all don't need that. Nobody needs that. These look fucking fatal. Holy shit. Like, I get that's the point, but with how very, almost like, plebeian the rest of this place has been, right? Like, there's been some weird architecture, obviously, but it's by and large just been adventure park looking ass. Yeah, right? It's been a mostly normal place, aside from the scale of it, and the eerie music, and the drawings, and the left-behind flashlight, and the darkness I can't walk through, but, like, aside from all those things, it's been pretty normal here. And then we get to this room, and it's just 6 of the most kill you instantly 90-degree drop slides I've ever seen. You get to enjoy 99% of the ride and then crack your skull and your body lovingly slides out at the end. Inexplicably with a pillow under it and a blanket on top of it. The ride designers don't know how that happens either. Is that another one? Tell me that's another one. Oh, hell yes, it's 4 more. 4 more of the slide that kills you instantly. Let's go. I know the answer is no, but can I even climb in here? I can. Hey, that's something. The ladder works. I know I can't climb up in these, but I wanted to try. Sims monster gonna delete that ladder. I should be careful not to fall in. Sims monster might delete the ladder. Central, I need all the data you've got on the Sims monster right now. I can't leave without my buddy Superfly. Curious thing. I can't look down any further than bonk, bonk, bonk. About this far. I can look up as far as I want, but down is locked. Down is hard locked to a 45-degree angle in front of me. Now I know this isn't an exit, because there are no exits to places like these, but I at least wanted to see what this was. These are almost legible. Died 20th November... What do you think? 1899? Age 35? 5 years. Alright, keep that in mind. That's going to be important information later, I'm sure. There'll be a test at the end of this. Can't leave unless you get all 10 questions correct on the quiz. If you get it wrong, they throw you in one of the killer slides. Is anything gonna happen in here? Like, I get it. It's a liminal exploration game more than horror, per se. But can we at least get a bit where, like, the lights turn off or flicker, even? Can I get something going on here? It's a lot of walking. I'm all for a good walking simulator, but there needs to be a plot, guys. Have I finally found a game for this stream that I just don't quite jive with, even though there's nothing innately wrong with it? As opposed to any other game I may have played on stream that I didn't jive with, where there was definitely something wrong with it. It's never my fault. Okay, I have a flashlight. I have a dark corner. Is this actually an area where I need the flashlight? Or is there going to be light at the end of the tunnel? Oh, wait. Red. We got a red stripe. Oh! Hi, guys. Oh! It slides. And I can't climb up that one. What the fuck? That's fucked up. I can't climb that one? I can climb the other one. We're finding our own fun here. I'm climbing up this slide. We're going on an adventure. That's like waist high, which means I can't climb it, right? They're taking everything from me. See, Maxie, I know you're just doing your own thing there, but like, an adventure? Sounds like one of Kane's dastardly tricks. See, that graffiti, just like the other one, is clearly telling me I need to find the doorway that wouldn't let me through without a flashlight. And I'm trying. I'm trying to. For a given definition of trying. I'm sure I passed right through the room that was like, you're almost there. And now I'm nowhere near it again. Proceeds even further in to get even more lost. Triangle hole? Triangle hole real. Oh my god, triangle hole very real. Triangle hole only. Triangle hole all. This is where we're at with this game. My most creative bit of commentary is triangle hole all. Okay, this one goes a little further than the other ones. Don't run down the stairs. Proceed. don't run down the... What is the purpose of this wall inset? Hold on, what the fuck? Who's this for? That's where the big snake sleeps. Oh, okay. Welcome back to Zoldrak, everybody. You thought we were done with it in Wrath of the Lich King. But we're back. It's looking a little different these days. Wait. 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 We've got a door that says it needs a flashlight. Oh my god. Did I find the exit? Did we beat a level? And then something comes out of the darkness and gets me. If I just turn the flashlight off now, what happens? Basically nothing. I'm still not running down these stairs, though. You can't make me run down these stairs. Unless something starts pursuing, like, unless I hear footsteps behind me. Then I guess I either run down the stairs or I get got by the beast. Pretty shitty snowman, dude. No sticks, no carrot. What the hell is this? Oh, is it yours? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I take it back. You're doing the best you can. I love you. Pay attention to my footing. Don't want to go into a sinkhole, because they have those in pools. That's a dead end. Gotta go this way. You know, I don't think I trust this. Precious little of the game so far has given me the heebie-jeebies, but there's, like... There's one heebie emanating from that other end of the room. Like, this is a one heebie corridor. We're going into the water I can't run in instead. That's much safer. No climbing over railing. Got it, Haas. Good thing. Do that again. I need to sample that. This is the part where the plucky, ill-fated protagonist shouts out, "Hello?" and shakily, breathily to the camera goes, "What the hell is this?" Oh no, this is the part where they go, "What the hell is this?" A pulsing light? That working as intended? Was that supposed to be pulsing? Da 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 ba da ba 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 da ba ba. As back into the water we go. Credit where it's due. There's... back into the back rooms we go. Yeah, pretty much. I mean... Mario says drink all the pool water in the pool rooms. No, Wario, I won't be doing that. That's way too much chlorine. Pretty sure there's a recommended daily allowance of chlorine, like on chlorine, for don't. Let's go left. Left feels lucky right now. There's more going on to the right, but I want to see what's over to the left. You can tell it's an effective horror game because it's making me, like, fall asleep playing it. It's making me yawn. That's what you want out of a liminal space horror game. Maybe I'm being presumptuous by saying it's a... You know what? I'm gonna check the Steam page for this game. There's no way they bill this as a horror game. Dreamcore is a psychological exploration game that immerses you in the haunting beauty of the largest liminal spaces ever created in a video game. With no guides, no direction, and no escape but the one you carve for yourself, the key lies in observation and intuition. Will you keep your bearings in a world designed to make you lose them? Okay. Alright. Well, they never technically say it's a horror game, I guess. The user-added tags on Steam include psychological horror. I have to assume it's user-added tags and not tags the devs actually tried to set, because this is proving very unhorrific. I'd totally live here, though. Can I just say, like, if there's... How much the rent here? Because I want to live down by the shores of this weird-ass lazy river they got going on. I'm rethinking that, because there's no way this place doesn't smell like so much goddamn chlorine. I'd never be able to open the windows. Hey, there's a hole. Wait. No. There's just a tiny pool. Hearing things? I thought I was hearing music again. Not music, but something. Something's pinging. Oh, that's not a ping, that's a full-on blip. Something's blipping. Who's blipping? On the wrong side. What pinging they blip in the pool rooms? That's a sentence. Getting louder. Imagine I turn the corner just in time to see, like, the bomb from Counter-Strike going off. God help me, something needs to happen in this place. I didn't buy kit, no. Okay, but what's the blipping? Something with unnervingly long fingers that better start chasing me down the next, like, turn I try to make. Swear to God. It's also heading away from the blipping. And I really wanted to know what the blipping was. We're turning back around. I'm investigating the blip. And I am gonna just treat this as a video game for a second and run down the stairs. Once I get back there. It's a 10-minute walk back. Blip rooms. Did someone mention drinking all the pool water? Yeah, Wario did. SB relayed that Wario says drink all the pool water. Is there any left for you? Oh, there's loads! There's loads. Have as much fucking chlorine as you want, Maxie. Unfortunately, my dietary restrictions say if I drink any significant amount of chlorine in the water, I will fucking die because it's chlorine and you're not supposed to drink it, but, like, you do you. Yeah, more for you. Go nuts. Have fun. Can Saf get her pool water without chlorine? She's vegan. It's not too late for me to turn us all the way back around to the killer slides and throw each and every one of you down them. I will turn this car around. Yay, slides. I can't go anywhere with you people. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. There's no amount of psychological damage I can do to any of you that will matter. And I still don't have an explanation for the blip. There's no... I almost whistled through the gap between my front teeth there. That's a skill I don't have. You people are making me unlock skills I don't have. Okay, wait. Did I come from over there, or... Where did I come from? Evolves me. Is that with or without the chlorine, Saf? I could really stand to be evolved without the chlorine. Chlorine stone at me. Fuck. I'm like almost closer to the blipping. I am in orbit of the blipping. I'm headed away from the blipping now. This is not where I wanted to be. I was higher up. There's ostensibly an exit down there. I might be able to beat one of these games. One of these, not exactly games. I might be able to beat 1/4 of the current game. Depending on how good I am at following just raw intuition. This game needs a stamina gauge, just to make the player suffer a little bit more. Yeah, so this is the part where I die, right? Like this... There's something in here. There's got to be something in here. I mean, there's not going to be anything in here. This is not that type of game, but this... If it was that type of game, this would be the chase sequence. Is there any way down there? Because if I can just get down there... Huh? Who clonged and why? I just want to go down. I just want to find some stairs that lead down to that exit that I saw. What am I doing in a recreation of your house? Is your house like this? And you've never invited me over? To the T. Damn. Nice place you're living in. So, like, while I'm nitpicking this game where clearly the fault was with me for expecting it to be a type of genre that is not, may I request to any interested developers looking for feedback that if you're going to make a game like this and include a sprint button, just have the sprint on by default. Don't include a sprint button. There's no reason to have, like, to give the player the option between walking slow and walking fast if the whole point of the game is just walking. Like, yeah, you could say, well, the walking slow means you get to take your time in it more, but, like, it's a big-ass place to take time in, don't you think? I'm so goddamn lost. I don't know where I was trying to get to. Like, obviously I was looking for stairs, and on some level I still am. RP walk button rather than a sprint button. No, I don't think it needs that. I think you need one consistent movement speed here, and that should just be it. Like, there's nothing in this that necessitates... Maybe make it halfway between a run and a walk, and don't have this, like, jerky camera shake going on. Like, it's not in service to anything, really, I don't think. There's another Geen. Stairway, use handrails, thank you. That leads up! I'm trying to go down! I'm trying to go down to get to the down. Did I go in a fucking circle again, or is this... I can't have gone in a circle. I can't have gone in a circle. It's a dead end. That's a turn leading away from the boop, or the blip, the bloop. That's just a straight up open hole for anybody interested to fall into. This is another killer room. This is another room where the killer is. This is stairs going up. You know, at least with the other up, I would have still been hearing the blip as I was traveling in the wrong direction. Now it's just gone. Mandated holes for people to fall through. It wasn't in your requested floor plan. You should have fought them on that, Maxie. Okay, so here's my verdict on this game, right? This is not a bad game. The scope of it is pretty damn good. This is like, if you're in the mood for urban exploration in a decidedly non-urban environment, because nowhere on Earth would be this big, although maybe that's what we need to do. Like maybe the Tower of Babel 2 should be the pool rooms. Maybe that should be the long-term goal, humanity. Get on it. But, like, if you want to explore an environment that looks like this and be mildly unsettled, it's good for that. Or, I guess, if you're me, it's not so much mildly unsettled as, like, this is a good way to empty your mind. This is a very zen game, despite having all the trappings of a horror game in it. This is very zen. This is relaxing. And this is the part where something comes from the other side of the corridor screaming at me and waving its arms madly. And I just have to turn and run and hope I remember the correct way to the boom room, which I won't, of course. But having seen the psychological horror tag on Steam, and this is my fault, I was going into this expecting something a little bit more engaging, both for myself and obviously for my stream goers. Hello, everybody. Apologies that it's so far been 45 minutes of this level, I think. Have I really been wandering the pool rooms for 45 minutes? Jesus Christ. Like, we're an hour 14 into the stream, like this game at least, this recording. But I know some chunk of that was exploring the hotel. I figure that was about 30 minutes before I gave up on that. So, not a bad game, just not what I was led to believe it was. And not really good for taking other people through, I think. Does this end? Does this hallway end? There's an arch. That's not an end. just goes on. Just keeps going. Eyes are starting to tweak. We've reached the point in trying to wander around this... Dare I call it a landscape at this point? Where my eyes are starting to tweak out. Like... That's either another doorway, or the one we just came in and this place is a whole, like, horizontal loop. I would believe either at this point. But how long it took me to get from one side to the next makes me feel like this is not another doorway. This is going to be back the way I came. There's more stairs. Shit, there's a bloop. Do I think this game would be better if I played a scampering purple dragon? You know what? No, I don't think Spyro needs Lost in the Pool Rooms to be on his, resume. Good. You know what? If someone can make a Bubsy 3D parody question mark where he visits an art gallery and... Did Bubsy die in that one? I feel like Bubsy died in that one. If someone can make a Bubsy game where that happens to Bubsy, someone can make a Spyro game where Spyro ends up trapped in the back rooms. Oh, I don't like this place. Not quite in a horror game sense, but like... I feel safe being in this tight corridor. Feel a hell of a lot safer than stepping out into here. But even this is better than that last room. There's a point at which the architecture gets too big, you know? And not in a, you made the game too big, it's not interesting sense. You made the game too big and something needs to be filling this space sense. It's a little bit like what I was experiencing during the high points of Animoyapolis when it didn't have something chasing me. Spoilers, I guess, for Animoyapolis Chapter 1. Something chases you. Okay, the stairs here go up. I guess so. I can run. There's a run button. What's he doing? Just hanging out? He's just vibing. There's no diving board, so we can't jump into the water yet. Wasn't I already here? Did I get... Did I go in a circle? No, I didn't go in a circle. I didn't go through this doorway. I know that for a fact. There's the blip again. This isn't the blip. This is down. This is downstairs. They put me downstairs. Okay, we've moved back into the I don't like this room. But now with the blip. Assume it's not that way. Maybe if I find the tunnel that best lines up with the blip. That's like dead on. Okay, still more or less dead on. Still more or less dead on. Is this it? Did I find the route? Of course I didn't. Why would I have ever found the route? Why would I have ever found the route? Fuck it. Run button up the stairs now. Slip and fall. Die. You're fucking with me. That was just me forgetting how sensitive my keyboard was and having my finger on the D button just enough. Just enough to knock me into the water. Let's just keep going this way. Why not? I don't know where anything is anymore. I don't know where I am. Maybe that's not the point. Maybe I'm not supposed to know where I am. Maybe I'm not supposed to, like, find anything. Maybe I just get lost in the woods. Let's keep going this way. Just keep going this way. How long could it possibly go on for? See? Look at that. There's a doorway. There's a doorway at the other end. Light? Light's new. We haven't seen a lit area in a while. Oh my fucking god, it's the bridges again. It's just the bridges again. We're on a different bridge this time. What is that? It's a plant. Is this a reachable area? God, what the hell happened to Anne Orlando while I was away? Oh shit. Oh shit, we're on the level of Geen this time. There's a green light above a doorway that is actually within our direct line of sight. Are we out? Did I actually find the exit? There were like 3 different spots that had the exit sign on them. This is looking very linear. Linear is good. Linear means I can't possibly lose track of where I'm trying to go. We're over an hour and a half playtime, so by all accounts, this stream should be over, but I want to see, did I actually find an exit? There's the boop. There's another exit door. There's some stairs. Terrible time to crack my head. We're walking these ones. We have to walk the rest of the way. We can't run in the water. Something scientifically impossible, that. Running in not even quite knee-high water. Oh, that sounds direct. That is the clearest that boop has ever been. That looks like an exit to me. Watch for sinkholes. Just in case. For a given definition of out, we are out of the pool rooms. No, you can't get in. I won't allow it. He just gave up. He knew. He knew not to mess. Wow, I hit credits. There's credits to this game? I mean, obviously there'd have to be. People designed this, but like... Surprised. I guess then, each of the 4 currently sections of this game must qualify as its own like mini game of a sort. So there's 4 levels to this currently that all have an exit to find. All right. Fucking caretaker sound-alike music playing us out. You know, I saw a YouTube video, maybe a week ago, that tried to claim It's Just a Burning Memory from The Caretaker was a song from the Backrooms. I'm mad. I'm mad. Steven Universe ripped off Undertale fan artists. Oh, I'm scared of that. You'll have to tell me about that after the stream, because right now I need to close it out. Alright. With that rather underwhelming finale, thank you all very much for attending today's stream. If you missed today's episodes, you can catch the re-uploads, both of them, at Strawbunny Slime Stream Archives on YouTube. If you want to stay up to date on when we're going live, type info to get a link to our Blue Sky and our Discord. If I sound exhausted, yeah, I am. Sorry. If you enjoy the stream and you have either an Amazon Prime sub to throw my way or $4.99 per month, consider subscribing to gain access to the CogChamp, Strawshade, and Angiu emotes. And you can type art credit in a chat for the direct link to the provider for my Starting Soon and my Starting Soon background and those emotes. That would be One Cool Cat over on Blue Sky, a good friend of the channel, that one. Art credit will also get you a link to the provider for my other free for public use backgrounds. Alright. I don't think I'm going to play that game again on stream, because that I kind of had to invent my own fun for most of that, and even then it wasn't enough. Next time, I think I'm going to go back to Jet Set Radio Future, because I saw some last-minute cleanup to do. Enemy Antechamber. I'll consider it. But that stream is going to be Saturday, March 28th at 2 p.m. Pacific. I look forward to seeing anyone who can make it there. I am tired. You all take care of yourself. Thank you again for attending. This has been Strawbunny Slime Streams. I've been Mocha. You've all been lovely.